Hello and welcome to episode 4 of The Pilgrimage with Brazil. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got 2 games for you. We're at home to Venezuela and at home to Chile, both in World Cup qualification. But before either of those matches, I'm just going to show you the squad that I've selected for this pair of fixtures. And we begin in goal. We've got Kevin Leonardo, who has been our first choice keeper so far. We've also got Boichenio and Octavio Jose. At right back, we've got Rodriguez and Rafael Augusto. At centre back, we've got Wallace. We've got Eugenio Carlos, João Victor and Ley. At left back, Miranda and Luanzinho. Defensive midfielders are Carlos Antonio and Gil. Central midfielders Marcos Antonio, Mateus Tadeu, Valdemar and Jose. On the right wing it's Leandro and Paulo Sergio. On the left wing Vinicius Jr. comes back into the squad and Teo. And up front João Pedro and Jose Ricardo. So let's get straight into the first match of the episode, and I'll show you the team for that one in just a moment. Okay, so here is the team for that first match against Venezuela, and it is Kevin Leonardo in goal, back 4 of Augusto, Eugenio Carlos, João Victor and Luanzinho. Mateus Tadeu at the base of midfield, Gil and Jose ahead of him, Leandro on the right wing, Vinicius Jr. on the left, Jose Ricardo up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, well the assistant is recommending we are favourites for a reason. Go out and there, make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. We are overwhelming favourites, so I think that's entirely reasonable. We'll pump the fists and agree with him. And let's go into the tunnel. So, where are you looking for improvements after a disappointing match against Argentina? Focus on our style of play. Am I hopeful of a performance? I know what we're capable of. Why is Rafael Augusto set to play in a different position? Flexibility and versatility. Okay, let's get the match underway and see if we can claim the win that is expected of us. Jose's ball in, and it's a penalty straight away. I don't want Tadeu taking it though. I want Jose Ricardo on it. So I'm going to change that and we'll put Ricardo on penalties. Striker needs to get a goal and he scores. Brazil 1, Venezuela 0 with 3 minutes gone. Perfect start. Can we build on it? So await the next highlight. I think we'll drop and encourage, even though there's not 10 minutes gone yet. We've started well, so let's build on it. And it's Augusto with the throw in to Leandro. Back to Eugenio Carlos. Jose to Eugenio Carlos. Jose again to Luanzinho. Through for Vinicius Jr. Plays it back to Jose. And it's eventually cleared by Venezuela. And the highlight came to an end and we await the next one. So we're approaching the 20-minute mark. No further highlights as yet, so I demand more. And see if we can push for that second goal that would surely see us to victory against an essentially struggling Venezuela, but even they're not out of qualification yet. Diaz's ball forwards and Venezuela win the header, but it's all the way through to Kevin Leonardo. João Victor takes over holds it, finds Tadeu to Carlos, Gilles to Leandro, back to Augusto, Gilles into Jose, to the left and Vinicius Jr., crossfield ball for Leandro, into the middle, and Jose Ricardo is thwarted by the defender at the expense of a corner, and it is Vinicius Jr. with the outswinger, João Victor with the header at the near post. Brazil 2, Venezuela 0. So 25 minutes into the match, and it should be all over now with that second goal going in. And in other games, Colombia 2, Chile 0. Kevin Leonardo to João Victor, holds it, finds Jose to Tadeu, Jose, Gilles, plays it forward for Jose Ricardo, back to João Victor, into Jose, Tadeu into Jose Ricardo, Jose to Tadeu, Jose again, back to João Victor, keeping the ball beautifully on halfway. Jose turns, runs at the defence. Augusto takes over, Gilles to Tadeu, Ricardo to Luanzinho, and he crashes a shot into the back of the net. Luanzinho makes it Brazil 3, Venezuela 0. And if it wasn't over before, with half an hour gone, it is now. There's no way they're coming back from this. And that will absolutely secure progress and qualification to the World Cup. So the only thing that will remain after this is securing top spot in the group. Vinicius Jr. with the shot, spilt, Leandro gets it back, Jose, Castro clears, and the highlight comes to an end. They are hanging on at the moment at 3-0 down. They're in danger of being buried at the way this Brazil side are playing. And that's half time. It is 3-0 at the break. So let's go into the dressing room. Very happy. And I'll make one substitution just to give somebody a rest. Who will we take off? We will take off Jose. And we'll bring on Valdemar, I think. So that's fine. That's that substitution. Start the second half. And let's just keep an eye on the fitness of the players. Obviously at this stage we don't need to take any risks. So that being said, Leandro's on borrowed time at this stage. And once we get past the hour mark, I'll probably make that my next change. So we'll do that now. Leandro can come off. And coming on in his place will be João Pedro. And our final change, I think we'll be looking at Tadeu. Pedro's corner. The header is straight at Diaz and it's an easy save for him. Diaz launches it straight down the middle. Augusto wins the header, finds Gilles, who goes back to Kevin Leonardo. João Victor plays it into Valdemar. Back to Tadeu. Valdemar into Jose Ricardo. Vinicius Jr. into Gilles. Finds Ricardo again. Gilles to Rafael Augusto. To the left and Luanzinho. Plays it back to Valdemar. Turns, finds Luanzinho. Beats his man, gets the cross in. And I think that's an own goal from Castro. It is an own goal from Richard Castro. So that makes it 4-0 to Brazil. And I think at this point we will take Tadeu off and bring on Marcos Antonio, I think. Ortega brings it forward, finds Murtillo. Medina. Ortega with the shot, crashed off the woodwork. Luanzinho clears as far as Vinicius Jr. And the highlight comes to an end. Inside the last 15 minutes, and we've thoroughly dominated the game, completely deserving of the 4-0 scoreline. Of course, no subs left, so the guys out there now are going to finish the job. And they're only moments away from doing that now. And it's 89th minute, another Brazil highlight. Gil to João Pedro, turns, plays it back to Gil. Antonio to Augusto, João Pedro, Jose Ricardo, Valdemar, Vinicius Jr. And he crashes it into the back of the net and makes it 5-0 to Brazil, and rounds off a quite superb performance. So it's Brazil 5, Venezuela 0, and one more highlight. João Pedro is fouled, surely. Murillo could be in trouble here, and he has been sent off for a two-footed tackle. Pure frustration, and that is full time. Brazil 5, Venezuela 0. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, and it is Chile at home, and the team for this one is Boichenio in goal, and it is Rodriguez, Antonio, Ley and Luanzinho in the back four, Marcos Antonio ahead of them, it's Valdemar and Jose in central midfield, Paulo Sergio on the right, Vinicius Jr. on the left, João Pedro up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, the assistant is inviting us to go and take revenge on Chile. I think we need to calm the lads down a little bit, to be honest. So I'm going to hands in pockets. Go out there, relax and play your natural game. The result will come. And let's get into the tunnel. Both teams carry some good recent form into this match. How confident are you? Big challenge, but we're up for it. Brazil were impressive last time out against Venezuela. How do you carry that into this match? Momentum, simple as that. Never ideal to lose players to suspension, of course, but is it perhaps easier when Leandro misses out on what many people consider a more comfortable match? That's a bit disrespectful. And here we go, we're ready for the off. And as always, first 10 minutes watching brief unless anything dramatic happens, as has happened in the Paraguay-Peru game with Paraguay taking the lead. So let's demand more and see if we can get the opening goal of the game. Chile have had much the better of the opening 15 minutes. Yet to make it count on the scoreboard, or indeed with a highlight, but we need to wrestle control of the game and get the lead as soon as we can, really. So nearly half an hour gone, still 0-0, so another demand more, and we'll start casting our eyes around who needs to come off. Vinicius Jr. is having a nightmare, so I'm not even going to wait till half time. I'm going to take him off now, and we'll bring on Jose Ricardo. So with 5 minutes of the first half remaining, we do finally have a highlight. Jose to Valdemar, Jose to Paulo Sergio, Valdemar into João Pedro, Paulo Sergio down the right, plays it back to Rodriguez and finds Jose Ricardo. He manages to get into the box, finds Luanzinho on the overlap. It's crossed in. Paulo Sergio's header is over the top, and the best chance of the first half's gone begging. And that surely will be that for the first half. We haven't had a shot on target in the whole of the first half. Incredibly disappointing. But that's half time. Brazil 0, Chile 0. Yeah, I completely agree with the assistant. He's got this right. So let's thrash the arms. In fact, we can't thrash the arms, so we'll point the finger and agree with him. We'll get out though. We've already made one sub. I won't make another at half time. But we will start looking at who's coming off next, and it is going to be Valdemar on the hour. So we'll prepare that sub now. And coming on is going to be Miranda, I think. Although possibly Gilles, I think. As we have another highlight for Brazil, Jose Ricardo to Luanzinho. Left wing cross comes in, and that's a penalty, surely. And it is going to be taken by João Pedro. Sends the keeper the wrong way. And with 58 minutes on the watch, nearly 59, it's Brazil 1, Chile 0. Calm as you like from the penalty spot, João Pedro. And our third and final sub is going to be Paulo Sergio on the right wing. And coming on is going to be on the right, coming on, Teo, and I'll swap them round once he's on. Gilles back to Rodriguez, into the middle, Jose Ricardo with the header to make it 2-0 to Brazil, and to sew up the win. And then we'll just make that tactical adjustment. Yes, we want to continue with the substitution, but then we need to rearrange the players. Ricardo can move up front. João Pedro to the right wing, Teo to the left. So complete switch around of the front three into the last 20 minutes, and it is a free kick to Brazil on the left wing. Marcos Antonio's ball in, and Teo at the back post heads it into the unguarded net, and it is Brazil 3, Chile 0. 74 minutes gone. So if it wasn't all over before that, it surely is now. And we've got another free kick. Marcos Antonio again with the in-swinger, headed away this time. Jose to Carlos Antonio. It's off the woodwork. Segovia makes the clearance, and the highlight comes to an end. And into the final 10 minutes of the match, and with a 3-0 lead, the game is secure. Segovia down the right for Saez, and Rodriguez misses it. Carlos Palacios has one back for Chile. It's Brazil 3, Chile 1, 8 minutes remaining. So a demand more at this stage. Absolutely needed. Teo's picked up a knock, slightly worrying, but we're into stoppage time, so we'll allow him to see the game out. And that should be that. And there it is, Brazil 3, Chile 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, so let's take a look at the qualification table. And as you can see, with 14 games gone, we are top of the pile with 34 points from those 14 matches. 2 points clear of our nearest rivals, Argentina. And we have, along with Argentina and Chile, secured our safe passage through to the World Cup, with still 4 more games to play. And so let's take a look at what's coming up on the next episode. As you can see, big gap until the next game, so we'll be back in September to show you the away games against Peru and Ecuador. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.